2019 Ram 1500 Bighorn Car Review. Enter eTorque, any 2019 Ram 1500, the all-new one, not the Ram Classic that's just a continuation from the previous generation, can be furnished with a motor generator attached with its engine's crankshaft by using a belt that's capable of adding torque, cranking the engine and the stop-start event, or making electricity with regenerative braking. The 3.6-liter Pentastar V6 comes standard with eTorque, which is a standalone, $1,450 choice for the 5.7-liter Hemi V8. The same technique is available on the brand new Jeep Wrangler, too. We tested samples of both, a rear-drive quad cab using the V6 eTorque plus a fully loaded crew cab 4x4 using the Hemi V8. The two engines eTorque systems offer a similar experience but different. For starters, the V6's liquid-cooled eTorque motor comes bi-continental and reverse-mounted around the front on the engine, adding length towards the dock mill. The 5.7-liter Hemi's air-cooled electric helper is mounted about the top from the pushrod V8, adding height, and it's supplied by Magnetium Aireli. Output for your V6's eTorque unit is 12 horsepower and 39 lb-ft. However, the torque is multiplied through the belt drive to produce a 90 lb-ft assist. The Hemi's eTorque motor is perfect for 16 horses and 49 lb-ft and, again, multiplied by having a slightly different ratio on an assist of 130 lb-ft. Both systems utilize the same 48-volt, 0.4 kWh lithium-ion battery and DC-DC converter, utilized to charge and run the 18-wheeler's 12-volt electrical system. The air-cooled battery doesn't impinge on interior space, which is mounted behind the spine seat. Ram claims the hybrid system adds just 90 pounds of mass from the V8 applications and 105 pounds together with the V6. As we type of expected, the Hemi with eTorque provides minimal assistance inside 0 to 60 mph department. We've tested 3 2019 Hemi Rams, as well as the 6102 pound limited eTorque would be a tenth of your second slower to 60 miles per hour and throughout the quarter-mile sprint, with points in the 6.2 and 14.8 seconds, than the 5541 pound Laramie we'd previously tested minus the hybrid setup. A non-torque Ram 1500 Rebel was slower still. The comparably featherweight quad-cab V6 accelerates to 60 miles per hour in 7.2 seconds, so they cover a standing quarter-mile in 15.6 seconds. The Ram's hybrid technique is mostly undetectable on the number of fronts. In addition to not encroaching within the cabin, there is no single eTorque badge anywhere. With such a rather small motor, the eTorque system mostly operates silently from the background, as being a clandestine operative with a quest to save fuel. Every 0.005 second the machine evaluates the existing demands and decides whether or not to add a bit torque or charge it. Only when you're going looking for your handoff between regenerative braking and friction braking inside very top from the brake pedal travel does the modulation feel distinct from normal. Unlike regular stop-start systems, eTorque engines have cold-blowing air conditioning systems in the event the crank isn't turning, though it has a conventional belt-driven AC compressor. Restarting throughout a stop-start event is virtually undetectable. As opposed to waiting for that engine to crank, the 18-wheeler starts to roll from the line under electrical energy, and restarts are hardly even felt inside the cabin. On our drive we to consciously go through the tach to determine if the engine banned. Just a single 90-second stop-start event from the Hemi saves 1.7 ounces of gasoline. If you hit 10 stoplights daily for a year, that's nearly 50 gallons. According to EPA estimates, whether rear or all-wheel drive, The Hemi eTorque gets 19 miles per gallon combined, a 2 miles per gallon bump over V8s without eTorque. All V6 Ram 1500s obtain a 21 miles per gallon combined estimate. Also hiding inside the background are a couple of other fuel-saving technologies. The updated Pentastar V6 now features variable intake valve lift and cam facers competent at running a lot more efficient Atkinson combustion cycle. Engine power and torque are unchanged at 305 horses and 269 lb-ft. On V8 models, cylinder deactivation saves slightly fuel between 1,000 and 3,000 revolutions per minute. It is followed by 2 electronic vibration dampers within the frame rails to offset extra vibration on the engine, and active noise cancelling inside cabin guarantees you won't hear if your V8 is running on half the cylinder count. The handling, while still truckish, doesn't scream too along with the half-tons, and neither does the ride. Ram's coil spring rear suspension, exclusive among body-on-frame pickups, almost eliminates head toss. Many of us were shocked about the composure these half-ton trucks exhibit, noting that smoothness and car-like behavior are two from the key main reasons why the Ram 1500 earned its 10 Best trophy. Both the moderately optioned $44,455 Bighorn and also the fully stacked Limited with all the optional air springs are remarkably quiet when heading down the road. The Bighorn generated only 67 decibels on our sound meter while on a trip 70 miles per hour. That's the identical watching as being a 2019 Mercedes-Benz E454 Matic sedan. The Limited, however, dipped the meter watching into 65 decibels, 1 decibel quieter than the usual 2018 Mercedes-Benz class. Any would-be Mr. Plow will be somewhat disappointed that Ram doesn't recommend attaching plows on the 1500's frame. It isn't an issue of overloading the electrical system. eTorque was created to handle the strain of many 12-volt accessories. Instead, it should do while using Ram 1500's frame rail design. To combat offset head-on crashes, the frame rails at the front in the truck are splayed out 23 degrees, along with the varying gauge steel, designed to accordion within a crash, isn't used to support the cantilevered load of the snowplow out front. Ram's recommendation: get a 3/4 or on-net truck. Towing and payload figures vary determined by equipment. There are 3 axle ratios: rear-wheel drive and all-wheel drive that has a top-speed transfer case, quad as well as the larger crew cab, as well as bed lengths for your crew cab. Each one of those combinations possesses its own tow S, though the model using the highest tow capacity is often a rear-drive quad cab which has a 3.92-to-1 axle, the Hemi, and eTorque. It is rated for any whopping 12,750 pounds. For comparison's sake, a crew cab, long box, 4x4, Hemi eTorque together with a 3.92 axle, which might be a popular configuration, is rated to tow 11,180 pounds. Ram won't say this, but we are going to. If you're planning on towing a whole lot, get yourself a 3/4 or on-net truck. Your brakes and transmission will appreciate it. The V8 eTorque is discounted now, along with the V6 will arrive shortly. A quad cab tradesman starts at $33,390, add $2,645 for that V8 and eTorque. Like all modern trucks, Ram 1500s will get pretty deluxe and crest $50,000. A crew cab limited 4x4 using the Hemi eTorque engine, such as the one tested here, starts at $61,180. Adding the Level 1 equipment group, panoramic sunroof, Ram box bed, along with other small extras shot the retail price to $69,335. Yes, that's Mercedes money, but as pointed out above earlier, it's Mercedes quiet. Other individual choices on lesser trim levels include leather seats, a 360-degree camera, a single 0.0-inch suspension lift, a 12.0-inch infotainment system standard about the limited, blind spot monitors which will adapt towards the added length of an trailer, adaptive LED headlights, adaptive cruise control, and many more. Ram configured option packages so buyers might get exactly what they need and aren't instructed to go for the top trim to obtain a specific feature. There are some limits, obviously, like leather seats not being offered within the black bumper tradesman model, but eTorque can be acquired across the board. Truck folk should embrace it given it saves fuel without jeopardizing her street cred by being environmentally friendly.